My name is Charles Harlen, and I'm in Atlanta for the opening of my exhibition at the Atlanta Contemporary. The show's called The Language of the Birds. The language of the birds is an idea in Western occultism. After you've attained true enlightenment, or after you've been baptized, or after you've achieved satori, you can understand the language of the birds. And the birds' language is sort of the true language that reveals the secrets of the inner workings of both above and below in a spiritual sense. The first piece in the show is a fiberglass baptistry, kind of like the one I was baptized in. And it's a very common one that you would see in a Baptist church. The idea of the baptistry is you enter from one side as a sinner, descend the stairs into the water, and you are dipped in the water. And then when you ascend up the other set of stairs, you are enlightened or saved or changed. I wanted to kind of disrupt that narrative or that idea. The idea is kind of a neat narrative, down and then up again. So I was looking at the object and thought an interesting sculptural technique is the idea of cantilevering. I was thinking of other baptismal objects, thinking of the baptismal font that you would see in the Catholic Church, and I was researching them and realized they look just like bird baths, which is where you would see birds in your backyard being baptized every day. That was kind of the starting point for the show, the similarities between the baptismal font, the bird bath, the baptistry, and that sort of natural element mimicking the human cultural element. The second piece in the show is also a bird bath, but a much more abstract one. It's a bird bath made of a wheelbarrow, and it's very large. It's not filled with water, but it could be. And as a stage setting for it, there's a step sculpture made of pine straw that came from my mom's hardware store. And there again, you have the staircase sort of going up at one side, down the other. I think the wheelbarrow makes a nice form for a bird bath because it is designed to carry about as much weight as a single person working on a project could carry and roll around. And that idea of like sort of a very singular, solitary object or a solitary action, like a day's work. To me, that solitude somehow relates to the act of baptism or reckoning with your own mortality. And then the final piece is a wood block as a plinth with a glass block stairway form and another stone bird bath, which sort of completes the visual metaphor for the three sculptures in the gallery. And then outside I have a diving board with firewood on it, with the same sort of structure. With each piece in the show, the element of water is not present, but it's implied. With the diving board, you would use it to dive into a swimming pool. With the fish tank and the wheelbarrow as a bird bath sort of draws back to the spiritual significance of water as a method of cleansing, ritual bathing. Glass blocks were at my mom's home in the basement. The baptistry is similar to the one I was baptized in, and my dad was a fish enthusiast. He filled the house with fish tanks. This show has taken on a very autobiographical element to it simply because it's set so close to my home where I grew up.